Ooh, that was close. That was close. Well, they say all good things have to come to an end, and in this case, it's the summer. It is August the 25th. It is a very cool, overcast day here in Southeast Virginia. Getting up to about 75 degrees today. Yesterday was about the same, maybe a little bit cooler. And so I think I got about a week and a half, 2 weeks before I got to start getting all the animals inside. Here in Virginia, in this part of Virginia anyway, I mean, kids will be in shorts come Halloween, and there's been some Christmases where they've been riding bikes in shorts. So the daytime temps will stay warm probably all the way into December. January, February, March is when we're probably at our coldest during the day. It's the nighttime temps down into the 50s and the low 60s until winter really sets in that makes it problematic with trying to keep tropical reptiles outside. So nighttime temps have been getting down into the low 70s, maybe the upper 60s. Every enclosure out here has some auxiliary heat, so I'm not too worried if it's in the mid to upper 60s, but anything lower than that, that gives me some pause, and I definitely need to get them in before it starts jumping down into the 50s. Overcast, but here's my Enola small eye 2-year-olds out here in their enclosure, and I just posted a pic to Instagram of them locked up. That was yesterday on another cool day, but they were underneath their ceramic heat emitter, and of course there's Lucky, and she's underneath her ceramic heat emitter, so she's okay, nice and warm. She is very, very feisty, and every time I go near that enclosure, she thinks I'm trying to feed her. But she's got her weight back after laying all those infertile eggs. Let's poke our heads in the Suncatcher enclosure here. Oh. Check on Bosk and Tiamat. See how they're doing. And old Tiamat had decided that she was digging under here, and she was laying in there, and so I had to coax her out yesterday to make sure she could get into the hide. So let's see, we'll do this with one hand. Oh, no, I went ahead and blocked it. Oh, that's not good. I put some pieces of wood in there because I didn't want her getting stuck in there. Now I got to undo what I did somehow. Come on, Chuck, there we go. All right. So there they are. There's Tiamat up front there, and there's Bosk in the back laying up against the heat pad. Nice and warm in there, so we'll let them be. Oh. And of course I dropped the piece of wood I was using to block it. So another beginning this week is supposed to get back up in the sunny, be the mid 80s, so they'll be out and about then. Tiamat's looking plump, but I'm not sure if she's gravid or not. So I don't know if I'm gonna get any eggs from her this season. So here's Siri. My pretty girl. Their ceramic heat emitters on, and there's Nancy and Thelma. Yeah, and there's my girl Thelma. So let's go over here, close this up. Almost time to shut the Suncatcher down for the season. And my neighbor's dog's barking. But so a lot of you guys know, because you come over from the Camp Kennan Army, that I do post to that channel. I'm a Patreon supporter of Camp Kennan, Kennan's channel. I love it. And you'll know that old Gimli here has been treated for the swelling in his throat, and so he's 3 weeks into some antibiotics and anti-inflammatories. They do not seem to be working. So mid-September, not mid-September, but the first week of September, I will take him back to the vet, and we will see what is next as far as them trying to determine what that could be and how we're going to treat it. He is still eating. I just put some fresh superworms in there, but 6 of them are gone. His girlfriend, old Miss Bella here, she seems to be doing okay, but she's a little thin. So, and she's been laying eggs. I'm incubating 5 eggs. But I've been syringe feeding her to make sure she's getting plenty of calcium and you know, her body can support the production of eggs. And I'm going to do a video on that here. I hope that's showing up. Let me touch the back of this touch screen. Yeah, there she is. I'll be doing a video here shortly of how I syringe feed them. It's great for anorexic animals, new animals that are not going on feed. But for her, it's just a precaution to make sure she's getting plenty of nutrition to produce eggs. So, hey buddy, my big old fat boy there. Let's see. Close this up. And this year, I thought having them outside would help kick up production, but haven't had, other than the 5 eggs that I have, and I don't know if all those are viable for the false chameleons, nobody else is producing anything. That's my Enola barracoa male, looking awesome. Little girl's tail's back here. She's a much more flighty. Oh, there she goes. Bounce around, but oh, all right. But the ceramic heat emitters are on. So, and they're doing well, eating all their super mealworms. So here's my oldest pair of Enola smallwoodi, and doing awesome. Been posting some videos of these guys eating blueberries. But there's the little female in the log there. There's my big boy in the back. A whole dish of superworms. I've got the misting system turned off right now because I don't want cool water blowing on them in a cool temperature. It's been raining too, so there's plenty of moistures on the bottom of the enclosures for them to go down and drink, so they're not going to dehydrate or anything. But when the temps get a little warmer, starting tomorrow, I'll go ahead and put the misting system back on for them. And there's my big boy Sid. He got this big old sock coming at him. I hope you guys can hear that okay. But, and then the female, oh, no, she was in the log, but she came out. Let's try to get her to see if I can, oh, there she is. And she hasn't produced me any eggs. So I think what I need to do is swap up, put one of the other 3 females in here that I just showed you guys a minute ago. But all in all, the outdoor enclosures are doing awesome. But it's going to be that time where I need to shut them down, bring everybody inside for the cooler months. One thing I am thinking of doing, because I don't want to lose all these tropical plants, but I don't have room for all of them in my house. I'm going to get a little, on Amazon, inexpensive greenhouse to keep them out in the yard. See if that can help keep them alive. We got some pretty expensive palm plants, and my wife got some plants that we're not sure if they're going to last the season or not. Those guys over here. So I do want to try to keep as many of them alive for next season as I can. Let's go check on Indy. Let's see. Gave her some collard greens. But yeah, oh, there she is. Hey, pretty girl. But she's got a ceramic heat emitter, and she's got a heated dog house that she can get into if it gets cool at night. But she's doing awesome. And finally, let's go over here and see how Lana, the Russian tortoise, is doing. Now they can handle the cooler temperatures much better than the other guys can. Oh, there she is, all nestled in some Timothy hay, and she did eat some collard greens earlier. But she's doing awesome, but I'll be bringing her in too. So, and of course, I'll show you guys the pond. It's a little cloudy. Got some grief. Those koi are awful big. It's only a 300-gallon Rubbermaid stock tank, I know. I had envisioned building a bigger pond back here, but I don't think that's going to happen. Let me see if I can give Lucky, since she's out, a hibiscus flower, one-handed, without her getting out on me or getting out on us. All right, here we go. There you go. Ooh, that was close. That was close. But look at that feeding response. There you go, pretty girl. Eat it up. Oh. So fast. So fast. But she's nice and warm. That's a 250 watt ceramic heat emitter that she is underneath, so I'm not worried about her not being able to digest that. I haven't fed Bosque and Tiamat in 2 days because I don't think they're going to be warm enough to properly digest their food. All right, well that's it for today. Until next time, you guys take care.